and we have ignition.
After several delays, the International Space Station is getting some much-needed supplies from NASA. The Cygnus cargo spacecraft blasted into space this morning, carrying more than 7,000 pounds of food, water, clothing, and science equipment. It's scheduled to dock with the International Space Station Tuesday morning. And what makes this launch even more special is that it's carrying a creation right here in Arizona.
Right, it's a space experiment devised by a group of 5 high schoolers from Gilbert. And as Liana Enriquez explains to us, these teens competed nationally and won for the chance to do this.
Yeah, they are only high schoolers, but have already made their mark in space. And get this, they only had about 5 hours to design this experiment. Today, they were in Washington, D.C. to watch their brainchild take flight. I spoke with the team captain and the only girl involved in the project over FaceTime.
It's just crazy to think that something that we thought of, that we put our devotion and hard work into, was being launched into space right in front of us.
At only 15 years old, Abby Yonker is experiencing something most people never will, watching her design rocketed into space. Abby and her group of 4 others came up with this winning experiment during a space camp earlier this year. Abby explained the process while speaking at a NASA press conference prior to the launch.
With the help of our STEM teacher and the 2015 movie The Martian, we came up with the idea of plant growth in space.
And this is what their design looks like. They hope if their experiment of growing these microclovers is successful, it will lead to even more.
If it was able to grow in the microgravity environment, it's a possibility that we could use these to inhabit other planets. It's kind of broad, but that's the idea of it.
And early this morning, they watched as their hard work propelled on its journey into space.
I looked around at my teammates and they had the same expression I did. They were just in awe, their mouths hanging open, just staring at this cool fireball that lit up the clouds. It's incredible to think that our little microclovers are now orbiting the Earth. And my little plant heart melted.
Allie's mom says it was a surreal moment.
And watching this enormous rocket launch and know that all of these kids' hard work was part of this, it brought me to tears out of excitement.
And when asked about being the only girl involved in the project, she says it's awesome and it's made her even more excited about her future.
It's great being a girl and wanting to be in those fields because I stand out. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a girl here. Like, yeah, and I know what I'm doing.
Those microclovers are set to arrive at the International Space Station early Tuesday morning, and Abby hopes to become an aerospace engineer. I would say she is well on her way. Live in the newsroom, I'm Liana Enriquez for Arizona's Family.
Yeah, Liana. Abby sure sounds like she knows what she's doing. Thanks for that.